If you've not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe now, okay? I like the way I'm acting like I'm talking to just one person, and it's true, because most of the time, like, you don't have two friends coming to watch a YouTube video together. Like, it's just one person. So hi, you. I'm going to be sharing with you a lesson that has sort of been reiterated in my mind over these past few days. Okay, I'm doing this again. Someone told me to stop doing it. That's too much. Yeah, so I'll try to limit my hand movements. So over the past few days, like I was saying, a lesson has been reiterated in my mind, and it is the fact that God still answers prayers. Now, before I continue, I just want to ask you, do you believe that God still answers prayers? Because I know that some people have given up on the whole God answers prayers stuff. Like, why did I have to lose my dad? Why did I have to lose my mom? Why did I have to lose my best friend? If God still answers prayers, then, you know, that was not supposed to happen to me. But I just want to tell you that God does things His way, and He wants us to know that He's still sovereign. However, today let me share with you guys 3 things that I feel like those 3 things happen, and they make us feel like, oh, God hasn't answered our prayers, or God is not answering our prayers. But in actual fact, God is actually answering our prayers. So the first thing is, sometimes the answers to our prayers come late or at a later time. So we feel like, oh, God is not answering me, blah blah blah, I've prayed, I've done this and that. But the thing is, God brings it to you at a later time. You know, it's just like as a mother, and your child is asking for chocolate or is asking for cookies, and it's like, I want it now, like I want it now. And you say, no, you can't have it now. You want to give the child at your own time. The child might feel it's late, but in your mind, it's not late. Do you understand? That's how God is. Sometimes He answers our prayers at a later time, which we find to be, you know, we human beings find it to be late, but to God, it's just a better time. So that doesn't mean that your prayers are not going to get answered. They are going to get answered, but at His own time. Another thing that happens is that people always expect that God will answer their prayers in the way that they want God to answer. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, so let me break it down for you. Some people feel like, oh, because I have asked God for this thing, I want it to be done this exact way. So they expect God to, you know, follow their way to get it done. And if there's anything I've come to know about God, although God is constantly showing me that, you know, I don't know Him, like I cannot fully know Him, but if there's anything, at least in this my small relationship with God, I know that God doesn't like doing things our way. He likes doing things His own way. So God, imagine a guy asking for 1 million naira, and oh, you guys, sorry, I apologize before. So this guy is asking for 1 million naira. Like, he's been begging people, and he prays to God, God, please let one of these people I'm begging, let them give me this 1 million naira. I need it so badly. And now God knows that the guy really needs this money, but God doesn't want to give the guy like through begging. God wants to give the guy a job that would actually land him a 1 million naira contract or more. Do you get? But this guy is still saying, God, please give me this 1 million, let me see it in my alert. Like, sorry, I have to say, like, I find that testimony very cheesy when people come to say, I just woke up and I saw 1 million. Is it your own? They're not saying thank God. But you guys, let's not talk about it, because it might actually be true, but let's not talk about it. So yeah, sometimes the way God wants to answer our prayers is not the way you might not be the way you want Him to answer your prayers. So you have to be open-minded, and you have to let the Spirit help you discern, you know, what God actually wants you to do at that moment. Now, another thing that happens that makes people feel like, oh, God is not answering their prayers is when yeah, so another thing that makes people feel like God is not answering their prayers is when God does not actually answer their prayers. Cheesy. Yeah, sometimes we actually don't pray for what we truly want. We just pray, but we're not really praying for what our heart really desires. So at that point, it's God's duty as our Father to search our hearts and know what we truly want. I know someone out there is saying, how can I not know what I truly want? Like, am I dumb? But wait, it's possible. So let me give you an instance. When I was in uni, I had a 4 point. Oh no, when I was in final year, when I was about to get into final year of uni, I had a CGPA, cumulative grade point average, I should think, yeah, of 4.49 out of a total of 5, and I needed to have a 4.5 to be in the first class, and I wanted to be in the first class, but I had 4.49, so I was in second class, and this was my last year to make it right. And so I sat down and then I started thinking, you know, what GPA do I need to be able to make the first class? And I was like, 5 points, I think that would be a great stuff. So I started praying for a 5 points, like, Lord, give me a 5 points. But what I really wanted, honestly, I didn't really care for a 5 points. It would have been nice, but I didn't really care for it. I just wanted to finish with the first class and make my parents happy. But then, because I already thought that, oh, 5 points would give me what I wanted, I started praying for first class, like, Lord, I started praying for 5 points, like, Lord, these 5 points, these 5 points. You know, I was like, Lord, these 5 points, you know. And I never got the 5 points, honestly. I don't think I ever got it, but I finished with the first class, and thank you. Yeah, I finished with the first class, and you know, I just realized that honestly, who 5 points, like first class, not the 5 points. I didn't really care. I wanted the first class, and God gave it to me. So that's what I'm saying. This that just explains what I'm trying to say. Sometimes we ask God for some things that are not really what we truly want, but God helps us to search our hearts, and then He delivers the answers to our prayers. Now let me just round up on this note. If you're not a child of God, let me just say bluntly, God is not obligated to answer your prayers, and I feel like that's as blunt as it can get. If you don't have any business with Him, let me not say He has no business with you, but He's not obligated to answer your prayers. It's just like, we're not guys, so like, why should I help you? Do you get? So yeah, have a business with God, then God would be obligated to. Now I'm not saying that if you don't have a business, God cannot answer your prayers. He can. I mean, He's sovereign, but I'm just saying He's not obligated to. So you might want to consider having a relationship with God. Yeah. So that's all I have to say to you guys today. So if you ask me, do I believe that God still answers prayers? Yes, I do, but He does that in His own way and in His own time, not in our own way or in our own ways. So yes, God still answers prayers. So you guys, or you watching me, I would really love to hear from you. Are you at that point in your life where you feel like God doesn't answer prayers? Has something happened? Share with me any experience that really that allowed you to, you know, come to the conclusion that God actually doesn't answer prayers. Let me know. And if you're on the side that God answers prayers, let me know as well. I'd really like to start connecting with you guys on a spiritual level and just on a deeper level. You know, do you sometimes question your faith? Do you sometimes feel like, why am I a Christian? Who was in this life? Why am I on earth? All those funny questions, you guys should let me know. I'll be so happy to discuss with you guys, because I also do not have all the answers to all these questions. You know, we're all growing, we're all learning. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you were blessed by it, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up if you like this video. Bye.